welcome back. I'm Angie Styles. So today I'll be sharing with you the next formula on my list, which is brightening body milk. Okay, so we'll be making brightening body milk today. I don't want to waste time because we're now on Independence Day weekend. Yeah, tomorrow is Independence Day. America is celebrating their Independence Day. So happy Independence Day, America, in advance. All right, guys. So go get your formulation book, pencil or pen. All right, guys. I'm back with my formulation book. Yeah. Remember, you always formulate on book first before you go into the lab and do the practical. So I'm going to start from phase A ingredients, okay? So we are making brightening body milk, okay? So this body milk or lotion, it's a lotion, but it's going to be lighter, not thick lotion. It's light lotion. That's what body milk is, depending the kind of emulsifier you use. There's kind of emulsifier you're going to use and you achieve a good body milk, like the cream become milky. So it's good for all skin type and it's going to help brighten the body. If you have those dark patches or dark spots on your body, it's going to help. This is not for face, this is for body, okay? So let me start with the phase A ingredients. So number one here on our list is neroli hydrosol, also known as orange blossom water. Neroli hydrosol, the function here is a solvent, okay? It's just a solvent. We'll be needing 30% of it. Then number two, you need distilled water. Distilled water, the function is also a solvent, okay? You can call it a solvent or a diluent. So, and we'll be needing 14.5% of distilled water. Remember, I said some people come to ask me, why is the water smaller than the hydrosol? Remember to limit the quantity of water you are using in your formula. It helps a lot. Instead, substitute water with hydrosol or any other preserved liquid. Even if you want to use water, use a little, okay? It's very important. So the next ingredient in phase A will be witch hazel solution, and we'll be needing, the function is an astringent, I believe you know it, and we'll be needing 10% of witch hazel. Then the next ingredient is hyaluronic acid solution, okay? Hyaluronic acid solution, not the powder, no, the already made solution. I love to make 1% of hyaluronic acid solution and keep, okay? I have a video on this channel on how to make this solution. You make your solution, you store it in your refrigerator to use if any of your formula or recipe calls for it, okay? So the function here is a humectant. We are using 1% of it, not the powder, but the already made solution, okay? So if you're going to make this, make the solution ahead. Make it a day before the next day it will hydrate properly. I don't like making it and blending it. It will make it too thick. So I just like to make the solution, just sprinkle the powder on top of the water, 99% water and 1% of the powder. Then remember to add preservative, okay? So you make it to put it in your refrigerator. Before the next day it will hydrate and, you know, look lovely. So we'll be needing 20% of hyaluronic acid solution. is a humectant, 20% of it. Then the next ingredient on phase A will be propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is also a humectant, and we'll be needing 5% of it. The next ingredient will be xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is a stabilizer. That's what the function is on this formula. It's a stabilizer. We use it to stabilize our formula. And we'll be needing just 0.25%. 0.25% of it. Not 25%, but point in the front of the 25. The next ingredient will be niacinamide powder. And niacinamide powder, the function here is active brightening ingredients, and we'll be needing 4% of niacinamide powder. The next ingredient is tranexamic acid powder. Tranexamic acid powder is an active brightening ingredient, and we'll be needing 3% of tranexamic acid powder. So that will be it for phase A. Those are the ingredients we need in the phase A of this formula. Then moving on to phase B, we'll be needing glyceryl stearate and PEG 100 stearate. The function is emulsifier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, but the name will be on the screen. Look out for the name on the screen. So it's an emulsifier that will help. Is very good when you are making body milk. This is the best so far. With my experience, this is the best emulsifier that will give you the milky lotion you are looking for, the body milk. So I will be needing just 2% of it. Yeah, we need 2% of the emulsifier I just mentioned. And the next ingredient will be evening primrose oil. That's what this recipe calls for. You can substitute with any other oil you have available, but I love using evening primrose because of the function of it is very good for the skin. It also brightens the skin, is good. So evening primrose oil is an emollient, and we'll be needing 5% of it. The next ingredient phase B is squalene. I don't know if I pronounce it now, but this is the name on the screen. Squalene. And it's also an emollient. We'll be needing 3% of it. Then the next ingredient here is sepia white powder. Sepia white powder, or MSH. The function here is an active brightening ingredient. Active brightening ingredients. Do not. This is you can see it's in the phase B is the oil phase. Phase A is the water phase. Okay, phase B is the oil phase. So I'm adding sepia white powder in the oil phase because it's oil soluble ingredients. So we need just 1% of it. It's a very active brightening ingredient, so 1% is okay because we'll be combining it with other active brightening ingredients like tranexamic and niacinamide. Okay, so that will be it for the phase B. Okay, for the phase B of this formula. Then moving on to the phase C, we'll be using potassium isolate dislysinate. I don't know if I pronounce it well, but that's the full name on the screen. So it's an active brightening ingredient. Okay, we'll be needing 1% of it. It's a new ingredient, but very, very potent and very active. Then the next ingredient will be pinkberry mimosa fragrance oil. That's what I'm using. You can use any other fragrance oil you have. You can even use only essential oil to scent your product. Okay, but for this formula, that's the fragrance oil I'm using. I love it. It's so nice. So the function here is fragrance, to give us a good aroma, to give our formula a good aroma, and we'll be needing 0.5% of it. The next ingredient here is liquid Jama Plus. and liquid german plus is a preservative. That's the function, and we'll be needing 0.5% of it also. Remember, you can substitute, you can use any other preservative of your choice. Okay, just look out for the manufacturer usage rates, very important. Then the next ingredient on the list is tetrasodium glutamate diacetate. It's a chelator. Remember, you can use any other chelator you have, because a lot of people text me to tell me they don't know about this. It's a chelator. You can also, if you have EDTA, you can use it. Use any other chelator you have, but this is the one I'm using in this formula, and we need 0.25% of it. Okay, so that will be it for the phase C. The phase C is our cool down phase. Okay, phase A is the water phase, phase B is the oil phase, while phase C is our cool down phase. Okay, so that will be the ingredients you need. If you didn't understand everything I just read, at the end of this video you can take a screenshot of the picture of everything. I will be leaving this formula at the end of this video. Take a screenshot so that you can see everything properly. Okay, so to make it you need 3 beakers. Excuse me. You will need 3 beakers. You use one to measure the phase A. Measure your phase A ingredients properly. Remember to use a scale when measuring. Don't use spoon. Okay, do not use spoon. Use a scale. Get yourself a good scale and use it to measure your ingredients so that you can get everything accurately. Measure your phase A ingredients, set it aside. Measure your phase B ingredient, which is the oil first, set it aside. And then measure your phase C ingredients, which is the cool down phase, and set it aside. When you are done measuring all your ingredients, the next thing you do is you set up a double boiler on your stove top or your heater, whatever heat you are using. Set up a double boiler. Then for the phase A, which is the water phase, scale everything, write out what the water weighs, write out the weight of the water and write it down somewhere, because after heating it, some water are going to evaporate. So what you do after heating, you have to remeasure that particular beaker that contains everything in phase A, and if there is anything that is short, you have to make it up. That's why I say please use a scale, because you're going to scale it again and then make up anything that I've lost while you were heating it. Okay, so or you can use a foil, cover your phase A, cover your phase B, and then put it on a heat. Okay, you're going to heat the phase A and phase B to get up to between 170 to 175 Fahrenheit. Okay, if you are using Celsius, maybe you should convert it. Okay, so Fahrenheit, heat the phase A ingredient, the phase A beaker, and the phase B ingredients. The 2 beakers, set them on a double boiler. Okay, and heat it up to 170 to 175 Fahrenheit. Okay, it doesn't, 2 of them doesn't have to be exactly 175. This one might be 175, the other one might be 170, but heat them. Make sure that all the ingredients in phase B, which is the oil phase, everything have melted. When both phases are well heated up to 170 or 175, take it off the heat. Then add the phase A into the phase B. Okay, add the phase A, which is the water phase. Pour the water phase into your add phase A, pour it into the phase B, which is the oil phase. Add phase A into phase B, and then stir it properly. After stirring it, go in with your not mixer, go in with your stick blender, okay, on or any high share you are using, okay. So you are going to, or if you have homogenizer, fine, use it. So you are going to go in with your stick blender and blend it, okay. Blend it for the first, like I love to blend it for the first 3 minutes non-stop, and then you shake it and blend again. You blend it until everything emulsified, until the two faces emulsified properly or homogenized properly, okay. So you allow it, keep stirring it until it cools down. Once the formula cools down, then you go in with the phase C. You add the phase C into the formula and then stir it. Use your spatula or whatever and start folding it. Stir it properly, okay. Give it a good mix so that everything will combine properly, and you will see it will set. It's not going to be that thick, it's going to be milky, because we are making body milk here. So don't expect it to be very very thick, okay. It's going to be light. I don't know if you have seen light lotion. It's going to be light lotion. That's the body milk. So when you are done, set it aside and let it cool before you start pouring it inside your container. I love to let it cool before pouring it, or you can pour it into your container, but please do not put the cap of the do not close your containers, okay. Do not cap it. Leave it open, allow it to cool very well before you start capping it. And that is it. You just made a brightening body milk, okay. So to use this after showering, you have to polish your skin with your body polish, then cleanse your skin with your brightening body cleanser. When you come out of your bathroom, damp your body. Do not, when cleaning your body, do not like you are fighting, smoosh it. Okay, do not scrub with towel. Just damp it and like let your body dry, be 70 to 80%, depending your how your home is, whether your home is too dried or humid, okay. Then you apply your lotion from your shoulder down to your legs. I hope you guys know how to apply lotion so that you can apply it every corner. Make sure it goes well every those hidden places. For your knuckle too, bend your knuckle like this and use the lotion, and bend your knuckle, use the lotion like this. I've showed video on how to, because some people will use lotion, they don't know how to use it, they start complaining about knuckles because you don't massage your knuckle well. You bend your knuckle like this, and then the lotion will be in your hand. You do it so that everything will go in. Bend the second one and do the same thing, okay. And when you put lotion, do not always wash your hands with those hand soap you see in the public sink or in your sink, or those hand soap. Do not always wash, or even if you must wash, after washing, make sure you have that lotion. Make sure you have your lotion in your bag. After washing, reapply. Anytime you wash your hand, always reapply, okay, so that you don't get your knuckles damaged. Okay, so I forgot to tell you the pH of this formula should be around 6 to 7, okay. Please don't forget to measure your pH after making your lotion. Before you pour it out, please measure your pH. It's very very important, because the active ingredients we are using here works with pH, including our preservatives. So most ingredients we are using here works with pH, especially the active ingredient. Anytime you are working with any active ingredient, please make sure you know the pH of those active ingredients. And when you are making your formula, make sure your formula, you concentrate on measuring the pH and let it arrive with whatever your active ingredient says. That's how your product will work. Okay, that's why we always use ingredients that works with each other. You can't use an ingredient that is acidic to work with ingredient that is neutral. Like this one now, the pH is 6 to 7, which is like neutral. Do you see it? If you use an ingredient that is like the pH is between 2, 3 or 4, can't you see that one will cancel each other? That is when you will make product, you come out, you say it did not work. Because I see some people make product, they put acidic and they put neutral pH, they mix everything together. It will not work that way. One will cancel each other. So you have to choose, what do you really want to achieve with this product you are making? Do you want it to be acidic for exfoliation, or do you want it to brighten your skin? Then you work with the pH of what you want. I don't even advise people to mix acidic unless you really want one to work and the other one will be relevant there. So do not waste your money and your ingredients. Always know what you want to achieve before you make a product. Okay, that's why in the market when you go, you will have product for different type of thing, so that anyone you want, you get the one that works for a particular. So that will be it, guys. If you have any question, I don't know if I'm forgetting to say anything, but if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Leave your comment in the comment box under this video, and I will see your questions and I will reply it faster. Okay, please do not text the number on the website, or don't send a text on the number on the website, because we won't see it. I see some people complaining about that they sent text but they didn't get response. We won't see it. Okay, so it's either you call the number. The best thing, anything concerning any video on YouTube, the best thing is just come under the particular video and leave your question. I will see it. I will get the notification faster. I see it and then I will reply to you directly. Okay. All right, guys. So that will be it for today's tutorial. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.